What's up? It's N.W.J. Nice with a jab. Pow. Yo, Tyson Fury is one of the most mentally tough, not just heavyweights of all time, but fighters of all time. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm not just going to tell you that he's that and not support what I'm saying. You know his story. You know the bouts of depression he's had to deal with. You know how he got up to 400 pounds, came back down. And people will tell you that have dealt with depression, how hard it is to keep riding that roller coaster up and down, up and down. But to be a fighter on top of that, all the mental pressure, the reporters down you, people, trying to say negative things about you, you have to overcome all that plus your depression. And I said over and over and over, one reason it's so hard to beat Fury, and I'm going to say it again, is because he's dealt with depression. He knows what it's like to go up and down, up and down. So when he gets knocked down, he's used to that. He gets back up. It's going to be tough for anybody to keep him down. You may be able to knock him down, but can you keep him down? That's the thing. It's almost like somebody's only chance of beating him is to get a stop on cuts or something. If he's not cut, this dude's going to be hard to beat because he's so mentally tough. There's been anybody that gets in the ring has somewhat mental toughness and fearlessness to some degree. But Tyson definitely ain't no Dawson. And he knows how to deal with whatever situation he's in the ring. He can adapt well. So, there's been, like I said, a lot of tough mentally fighters. George Foreman, especially on his comeback, very, very mentally tough. Another believer. Notice the theme. Usyk, very tough. A believer. Tyson Fury, very tough. A believer. Evander Holyfield, tough. A believer. List goes on and on. For you to take punches that are coming at you constantly and learn to adapt, you are mentally tough. Lennox Lewis. I wish we could have seen where Ika Ibeabuchi would have gone had his personal life have not interfered. I do believe he would have been one of the greats, and he destroys the myth of fighters shouldn't have muscle. This dude was heavily muscled at, 6'2", 245. Didn't look like he had an ounce of fat on him, heavily muscled. He and David Tua, like I said on another video, have the highest punch output in heavyweight history. I don't even know if it's been topped, now. And David Tua was no little guy himself. But, there are a lot of myths in the world that people keep sharing. And the more that they're heard, they just take a snowball effect and everybody starts repeating them. Plus, people don't like to look like the odd man out. People like to fit in, I'm not one of those fit in types. If I see too many people going this way, I know something's wrong and, head the other way. I keep it realer than Kevin Samuels. I'm keeping it real, all the way 100, as they say. So, back to the topic though. Tyson Fury has displayed his mental toughness. He knows that he has to stay in the gym to keep his mind healthy and keep it in a state where he's ready for combat at all times. And his dad said, I was watching Counterpunch Boxing. Go subscribe if you haven't. And John Fury was saying, according to Kurt, that Tyson Fury wasn't in the best shape for this fight. Like, he would run 3 miles and be tired. He had a lot going on in his personal life. So, see, there we go again with the mental toughness. He had to deal with that. The personal business had to deal with the fact that he wasn't in the best shape, and then taking on a hard puncher like Deontay Wilder, who showed a lot of heart in the fight as well. But, when you meet heart with skill and mental toughness, that's a lot for not only Wilder to deal with, but anybody to deal with. And yeah, he seems very mentally tough. I can tell Joe Joyce is mentally tough. For him to take the punches he takes and keep moving forward, he's a very mentally tough fighter. But let me know what you guys think about Tyson Fury. Do you see him as one of the most mentally tough fighters? And not just heavyweight history, but boxing history. And leave in the comments who you think were some of the most mentally tough fighters in history. You got to put Ali in there. I mean, the dude fought with a broken jaw, bone poking through his jaw in the first round against Ken Norton, and still finished the fight back when the rounds were 15 and the gloves didn't even look like they were as well padded as they are now. So you got to add Ali, all the stuff he went through outside of the ring, his 3 brutal fights with Joe Frazier, then George Foreman. When it came to mental toughness, Ali, and I got to watch the interview. I believe one of Ali's grandsons was saying, or maybe it was his son, but I think it was his grandson, was saying that Tyson Fury reminds him of his dad. I'm going to have to see why he said that, but it's probably the reasons I'm giving. Tyson Fury, very tough. And he's coming for all you big dossers. I used to say, like I said, AJ I thought could beat Tyson Fury. Now, don't know so much about that. He's definitely got to get a new trainer. And it wouldn't be an easy fight for either man, so I got to study that more. Anyway, thanks for watching, and let's make sure this page takes off like a whip, like a car with the brakes off. Bars? Yeah, that's bars.
Hello, boxing aficionados. This is Stacy Dash, and welcome to N.W.J, the world's most dangerous boxing page. At a time where truth is dangerous, Jay pulls no punches. So get your hands up and keep swinging. And don't forget, subscribe. Peace.